everyone, it's Robin. I have a mini album to share with you today. It's a fun summer themed. I didn't title it because I just felt like, it could be really for so many different occasions. I couldn't settle on it, and I asked my husband what he thought and my daughter, and so basically in the end I just decided to just add a couple of flowers there, which could be removed if you wanted to add a title. That wouldn't be difficult whatsoever. So this album measures 7 1/4 inches by 6 inches with a 1 1/2 inch spine, or almost 1 1/2 inches. I've just used my cover photo. I've been getting a lot of questions about, because I've used this style of album for the cover for years now, but I do have a tutorial for that. I will link in the information bar down below. And it's just chipboard covers, 3 pieces of chipboard covered with pattern paper, and then I like to use textured cardstock just for the durability, and I think it adds a nice texture. This one I've stamped with a couple different colors using a Stampin' Up! Stamp set with the swirls, and then I've just crinkled up some white seam binding using this Lindy Stamp Gang. I think it's, Azure Sea Asters. Oops, I'm sorry. Not sure if I'm saying that right, but that's it anyway. And then, so I just crinkled that and let that dry. Added some 40mm trellis roses with some stickles on that, and I used the crystal stickles. 35mm trellis rose is my absolute favorite with the two-tone there. Isn't that just beautiful? Love it. Carnation, and this is a two-tone wild rose, I believe. Some sweetheart blossoms tucked in all over the place. They just add a nice little texture and pop of color. Some rose leaves, and then some hip rose buds, some closed rose buds, and these are all from Wild Orchid Crafts. And I'll have the store link down below. And if you have any questions about specific products, just let me know, and I will answer you with the item number or message you with a link. This is a framed font that Tattered Angels came out with many years ago. I think it's probably been about, 4 years ago perhaps. And I just took that and I embossed it in white. And then I took the French script stamp from Stampin' Up! And I stamped that with a really light turquoise or aqua color. And I embossed that on here as well. So it's double embossed. And then I added the crystal stickles all around the edges, the perimeter of the outside and inside. To this came from Pro 31 Designs. She sent me that in a rack. And then this punch out is just the Stampin' Up! Scalloped oval punch, and I just punched it from the pattern paper. Added some rhinestones, and then some summer blooms up here with the flat back pearls that are from Wild Orchid Crafts. And then this is one of their gold large filigree corners, and this was the first time I tried that. I've painted them and I've stained them, but this time I embossed it in white, and it worked out really, really well. It was actually probably the fastest way that I've altered these, so I would recommend that. They are definitely alterable, and embossing powder works great. So endless colors there that you could use. This paper collection this is what I have left of it, but this is a close to my heart set called Dottie for You collection. It's a current collection, I believe. So that's all the pattern papers throughout this whole album. And then I've been getting a lot of questions about the way that I've been binding the albums. Now this I have a tutorial for the outside, but for the inside, this is the Laura Dennison Stack the Deck, and you could just put Stack the Deck, Follow the Paper Trail in the search bar on YouTube, and you'll be able to find that tutorial. It was one of her December ones. I think it was November, December of 2011 that she came out and shared that tutorial, and I love it. I have a Hinge tutorial on my channel that's several years old. You'd have to look back on my videos. Boy, I'm thinking 2009, 2010 that I shared the Hinge binding with my, the cover binding on there. So that's another alternative if you want to. But this was something new that I had tried. I recently saw a lady, and I don't know her YouTube channel. I will try and find that and put that in the information bar so that you can see it, but her name is Robin. And I think this is one of Elsa's folds, but I'm not sure. But I did see this lady named Robin share how to fold a 12 by 12 piece of pattern paper and create pockets. There's essentially two, one on the front and back, and then you can have the optional one at the top, which I did choose to do that. It just really depends on the pattern paper that you're using. If it's good quality and you know, one of the thicker ones, it makes for real nice sturdy pages, and then, you know, that is a determining factor on whether or not I would consider using the pocket at the top or just sealing it. But close to my heart, pattern paper is, you know, pretty good quality, and so I felt very comfortable just adding this extra photo mat and journaling spot to the top pocket of each of these pages. So essentially this is 6 pieces of 12 by 12 paper to create a front and back page. And again, I will link her tutorial, but I think it's one of Elsa's designs. I'm not sure. And Elsa here on YouTube is just a few designs. I don't have a link to a tutorial for her. I'm just going from memory. But again, I could be wrong, so I will have Robin's in the information bar. And it's just a nice alternative. And something that I was thinking about, and I thought, I wonder if the Stack the Deck would adhere and create the pages using this 12 by 12. And sure enough, I did it and it was successful. What I did is, if you see Robin's tutorial, you just take the 12 by 12, fold it, and then essentially you have, you know, where it sandwiches like this. And I just took that and, you know, just kind of pinched it against the Stack the Deck. And, you know, if you know that method, you'll know what I mean. And so I just adhered it on the 3 sides of the Stack the Deck. And so, again, leaving the pocket at the top. I hope that's not too much information and too confusing for especially the newbies. But I do get a lot of questions, and so I just try and, you know, when I make a video, just try and answer some questions too. Okay, so back to the album. The inside cover here, kept it pretty simple. These are some My Mind's Eye stickers, this ticket there, and then just added some summer blooms and some rhinestones to that. This is an EK Success punch here that I did on the inside and outside. And this was fun. I decided, because Polaroids are all the rage right now, I got my Gypsy out, and I used from the Art Philosophy cartridge, and I think it was page 54. I might still have it open. I do actually. Surprise. Page 44. You can see right there. I just used this rectangle here, and I flipped it, and then I copied it and made another one smaller on the inside, and just created this. Now, I think you would need to have a Gypsy in order to do this, or use Cricut Craft Room. And here are the measurements. Again, I flipped it so it's showing the width is 4.15, the height 3.25. So those of you that have the Gypsy or Cricut Craft Room, that might be helpful. So I just thought I would share that. Kept it simple on this one, added just some summer blooms and rhinestones. Again, this pocket page folds out. I used an on the edge die to the same one on all 12 of these inserts. Here, this is the Baroque one, and then I use the Baroque die as well, and that's just this one by Tim Holtz, and then on the edge die is also Tim Holtz. And then on the back, I stamped this journaling lines. This is a Stamps of Life stamp set, and then this shape is the Tim Holtz ornamental. So, and then I've just used that on each of these. So I'm not going to pull out the insert pages because they all basically look the same, just different pattern paper. But again, the ornamental on that side. This cut came from Elegant Edges, and that I hand drew some journaling lines and then added Stamps of Life stamp that says Remember. So essentially, again, that's what all of these pullouts look like. There are 3 per 12 by 12 page, plus this space for photos, and then when you flip it over, there's this scalloped frame here again from Elegant Edges. So a ton of space for photos. This one I stamped on the Polaroid using a Kate Andrew design stamp, and this says, "Today is your day." Just simple embellishments there. Again, these pattern papers are so pretty, and the colors are so nice. I'm not going to pull them out again because they are all the same. I'll just show you a little bit so you can see the... Now this fold, the 12 by 12 page, this would work out best with double-sided pattern paper because it does show quite a bit of the underside. This again is the frame. So basically the front side of each of these pattern papers is the Polaroid or the faux Polaroid, and I've just backed that with a piece of ivory cardstock. So essentially you'd have a 3" by 3" photo spot there, which would be perfect for an Instagram. I believe it's around that. But then on the back side it has this Elegant Edges frame with the scallop. And okay, so this one. So I'm just going to flip through here, not because they're totally different other than the pattern papers, but just so you can get an idea. And I started this yesterday. Wait, did I? No, I started this Wednesday evening, and I didn't do hardly anything today. Just finished up gluing in some flowers. We were out strawberry picking all day, and yesterday I was sick, so I haven't spent a whole lot of time working on it, but boy, was it ever fun. The Smile stamp is a Close to My Heart set, and then the seam binding here is just where I wrapped it around for the spine. Okay, and then this one, oops, need to fix the frame there. And then there's this Polaroid, and again, like I said, they're essentially, the backs are all the scalloped frame, and then the front of the next page is the Polaroid. This one, Go Ahead and Laugh, is a K. Andrew Design stamp. And then this is the last page officially. And then this is the back cover, and I've just added a 7th Polaroid on here, because there's 6, on each of these. And then the last one there, just kind of at an angle with a few embellishments. So that is my album I'm calling Polaroids and Pockets. And I will have this for sale in my store. I'll have a link to my blog if you'd like to see more close-up photos. If you have any questions whatsoever, please just let me know. I'd be happy to answer. And I will have the link to Wild Orchid Crafts. If you have any questions about specific products that I've used or having trouble finding it on their website, just message me or leave me a comment, and I will get back with you in answer to your questions, whatever they may be. So thank you so very much for watching, and thank you so much for all your lovely comments. You're such an encouragement, and I really do appreciate and enjoy sharing on YouTube, because we have such a kind-hearted and supportive community, and I've just been so thankful for the friendships that I've been able to build. I think it's going on 4 years, three and a half years that I've been on YouTube, and I really do enjoy our scrapbooking and paper crafting community. So again, thanks for watching, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.